Niagra, good morning.
Good morning.
It is a
Yaminado.
okay. And who is spokesperson at the man ni Osia, right?
Osu
stew. Okay. Thank you very much. And Mami Shasia was so ni note nana wenimua na yeni enkomwe. And the genesis of the conversation, who briefly and by yetias. Yabusia would see any about me journey live on Facebook now. And Deputy Minister so for Lands and Natural Resource, Echo Achimota Forest in him, Echo a year. Observation echo heard the situation at the Achimota Forest. Any the way a forest, yes, ye keep now or call no prayer comes a hodua a forest nim one more sebi one more tina forest nim enum wi no and Deputy Minister Edinani echo him. But for video enfanto so emame and Minister call rounds on some for esanso edi nkomo in the Achimota Forest and Deputy Minister Kasi so say that is it. And wo hwe wo TV so you are privileged but more muti on radio so no this is the video footage and Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resource Echo Achimota Forest ni mo echo the situation ewo ho emoa sebe wo mo forest ni mo ebetimi aye source of tourist site edi amaye na afei additional bebre na so etimi akwakoje ntete the situation na eye bad in the Achimota Forest area baako a Deputy Minister ekohu ya enkrofo deliberately etumura edigu forest nim wo prani fie nwura nyina wia na womo de akora forest nim na womo akotu nwura no ede ego enti wuti already on so a join you live on Facebook sisia na yene wo eni san komoi anopai I'm grateful yene ni take ana ede nkomo no ni note adumwanso ewa ha sasoso na ni oti adumwa okay ni note enso ewa ha na fe ni oti ankranso ewa ha no ma yene omo ebedi enkomo no mame man ni so na yen hyase interview ayeye on the phone ni wetie first of all your views on that na yen twaso.
Well mechia wunti for anopei na I wish blessings from my elders and chiefs from Accra. I've listened to the gentleman you spoke to. I think we have not met. We might know ourselves, but we've not met yet. But I'm somehow okay with some of the things he said. Not everything, actually. About they giving us land. That I cannot go details of it. Right? Also claiming...
But it has a historical background, right?
Well, the reason I'm saying so, Osu came to meet Nungwa.
Okay.
Okay. Probably coming upwards, and they gave Osu something. That is why I said I don't want to go details into those paths. I won't speak to what I cannot really justify. Okay. I'm talking about Achimota Forest Land, which belongs to Osu. That is what I'm saying. And that is what I'm talking about.
Yes, but Niseko made it clear that it cannot be.
It is not about him. It's his word against
your word.
My word.
Yes.
So he has laid claim. Talking of documents. Yes. And don't also forget that documents are normally subjected for scrutiny. Okay?
Yes.
Different the way you read your things and understand. And different the way that same document can be read by another person, and probably the interpretation that will be given will be different from what even you think or how you think you understood it. So I'm not faulting him for anything. Okay. He never mentioned that Osu has nothing there, or it has never belonged to Osu before. But he is claiming that yes, certain compensations were paid to certain people.
Yes, certain families, including the Owu family.
Yes. Therefore, everybody loses his right
to claim. Yes.
Okay, so that is what he's explaining. Fine. It is perfectly so. That we all agree. Okay. Then we are saying that as for Osu, we are saying that we have a boundary with Niteko who is speaking.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
Basically, we have a boundary with them. Yesterday, I think I mentioned it. All right? And I'm expecting him to probably have come out clearly, okay, to also explain, yes, we have a boundary with Osu at that side. we have a boundary on the left side, that is the Abofun side.
The Abofun
stretch.
Okay.
Okay.
To Achimota.
To Achimota.
Okay.
The school. Okay. We know that our boundary on the left belongs to basically.
Okay.
All right. And then the right belongs to, that is where they have the where you showed right now, where they have the prayer camps
and all of that. Okay.
the police station, the school,
and the golf park,
and the Kessben. When you get to Kessben Junction, okay, it goes
Christian Village
Junction.
Okay.
It enters. Okay, that is where we have Papao, which is Osu. The Gbese Koli has never laid claim of Papao before.
Okay,
you understand? It's Osu village. It's Osu village, and that is where we have a Osu Papao village.
Okay,
and we have the Papao Manche till today. All right, then you move to Hacho. Okay,
yeah,
then Boy and other places are properties that were bought, okay, by Osu. Okay, these are properties that were bought by Osu, just like Naaman, okay, was bought by natives of Osu. Okay, so this is how those places also became part of Osu.
Okay,
now that is why I'm saying that I don't want to spend much time to banter with whatever he said.
Okay,
that is not it. My point is very simple. He mentioned Privy Council.
Yeah.
Okay, and we are saying that it is not just the Privy Council. In the 40s or 50s thereabouts, okay, we are gathering our documents, because some of these things, when it happens, you don't rush. I can foresee the Urashia Ubeti.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't rush. We are gathering every single document pertaining this land. Okay, that compensations has already been paid
to families,
and that of to towns. Okay, because like we know, families don't own lands just like that. It comes from up to down.
Okay, and
I think when we get there, my junior brother is going to explain that. Now, you see, in the 40s, 50s thereabouts, this Owu family, there was legal acquisition headed by Commander Jackson. Okay, and the Owu family lost that contest because they went in to take a compensation. Okay, that place belongs to them, but that couldn't have happened. So Commander Jackson asked them certain questions, and let me tell you exactly what Commander Jackson asked them. He asked the Owu family, Osu is laying claim as a state.
Yeah.
Okay, and you, Owu, how did you acquire the land? Because this is not within the edges, not the boundaries. Okay, but this is within the stomach of Osu.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you lay claim of something which is within the center of a place, then you must really acquire it. So Commander Jackson asked, it is in the procedures, we have it. Okay, ask these questions. How did you acquire this land? Is it by war? Did you had any fight to do so? And then won?
You conquered. Okay,
you conquered, because this is the only way you can get this vast land from Osu. Because this place is settled that belongs to Osu. That is from Commander Jackson. Okay, as to whether Gbese Koli gave it to us or was part of Nungwa, what Nungwa left for us, that one I said that is not the
issue.
The issue now. Okay, but the place belongs to Osu.
Yes, but Niteko explain this. William Owu was once upon a time working with.
I'm coming there. I'm coming there. So when he was laying the claim, he was asked all these questions. Did you conquer it? Did you bought it? Or did you acquire it by maybe some rulings and what have you? And he said none of the above. Okay, then they said fine, then you don't have anything here, because when you go there, just like Niteko said, the boundaries are there. We know Gbese Koli properties up to Kessben. We are aware of it. Also, we have never gone there to say that it belongs to us. Okay,
yeah.
And if they have given us anything, they have given us. They lay no claim to it again. Whatever they have given us is given to us. If, of course, they give to us, they lay no claim to it again, finally. Because where we are is somebody that left there for us as Osu. And the person has never come back to lay claim. You understand?
Yeah.
Where they are, somebody definitely left it for them. And the person has never come back to lay claim. Nobody existed here before God. So we all came.
It was through the struggle and then the battles.
Thank you
of
very
war.
much. So this thing
exactly. Okay.
So through settlements, like you said. So yes, of course, that place belongs to Osu. And Commander Jackson's report, you find it in that a woman has nothing there, and therefore they should vacate that committee sittings. They have no business there. So compensation was paid to Osu. Okay, now he spoke about the £4,000. That £4,000, every document proves that it was not paid to William Owu.
It was paid to who?
It was paid to Osu. William Owu was an interpreter between the colonial masters, okay, and the Ghana state. I'm talking of the entire Ghana, that is Greater Accra, okay, because of course those days the chiefs and what have you, when it talks of education was a little bit bad, so he was the interpreter for them. So he actually interpreted whilst that compensation was to be paid. So he played a role, but he did not collect that compensation. They went and falsify a document, which they appear before this Legon compensation committee, acquisition committee, which they lost. And I'm talking about Jackson, Commander Jackson's committee, and they lost. When they lost, he didn't end there. He went to the West African Court of Justice. West African Court of Appeal. And he appealed to that place. He lost. Then he left there and he went to Privy Council, which Niteku mentioned. He went to the Privy Council, and the Privy Council said, the West African Court of Appeals ruling, okay, he has not been able to actually prove otherwise against the ruling, and therefore the ruling do what? Stands. Okay, recently 2011, Osu Mankralo, okay, on behalf of the Osu went to court and laid claim of 172 acres
of that same parcel
of land, and was granted by the court. Okay,
which court is this? Is it the Supreme Court?
No, High Court.
High Court.
Okay, it was granted, and when it was granted, this Owu family or any other family or town has never come to contest, like appeal against this ruling. So today,
and which is that year?
2011. And they went back 2014. They went back again and again.
And as at the time, the Owu family actual petitions from the regime of former President Kofor up until 2011, 2013. No, where was Osu?
We never knew about this. I'm telling you, look, they have a way. This Owu family, I'm sure Niteko himself will testify to this. Niteko will testify to this. They have some kind of cunning way of doing things. Okay, but we don't know about this. But what I'm trying to say here is that definitely there may be some, underdealings. There may be some underdealings. Some people that pretended to be what and which they are not. Okay, that has helped this thing to where it is today. This gazetting of probably EI. I don't know if it has been gazetted.
Executive Instrument 144.
Yes, that's right. I don't know if that has been gazetted already or whatever. Because definitely the instrument comes before the gazetting.
Yeah.
So we don't know about that one. But I'm saying that. Let me read something to you. There is something here says that on the Achimota Forest Reserve Lands and related matters, okay, by lawyer Kwesi Foucault Benin. Okay, I'm reading 2 paragraphs out of the lot.
Is this a judgment or of a sort?
This is is about the history. Okay, a certain history somebody has given, findings that has been given about it, and he claims the lawyer the lawyer Benny Foucault Benny claims that the entire area of land known generally as Achimota lands was compulsorily acquired by the Gold Coast colonial government by certificate of title dated 16th December 1921 and 17th May 1927 after the Public Lands Ordinance of 1876 for the establishment of the Prince of Wales College, now Achimota School.
Cool.
Okay, this is what he said. He never mentioned any particular family. Okay, right. Now, that is the paragraph 1. Then the 2, he said, the land was acquired from the Owu family of Osu. Okay, and compensation of £4,000 was paid in connection therewith. Owu family of Osu. You see where the twist is. This is the game.
At that particular point, South phrase in there,
even till today. So this is what they have been using. Owu family of Osu. Okay? Because it couldn't have been Owu family of Ga Mashi and can lay claim to Osu property. Okay? It couldn't have been Owu family of La and can lay claim to Osu property. So this is where the game started. Owu family of Osu. And then the William Owu never stayed in Osu. He worked at Osu. Okay? As an interpreter to the governor or the colonial masters, which Niteko mentioned. He never stayed in Osu. He has never had a family in Osu. He is not from Osu. He is not part of us in Osu. And we don't have any family called Owu at Osu. So where from this phrase of Owu family of Osu? So this is where the game is. And then I'm saying that all the rulings I've given you from the Jackson, Commander Jackson, West African Court of Appeal, Privy Council, and the very recent 2011, 14, 17, what have you, release of granting ruling for release of 172, okay. Which is under negotiation. My brother, the school actually appealed to the court, okay, against Osu, and the school said Osu was paid a compensation.
Yeah,
it did not say Osu. Owu family was paid. He said Osu was paid a compensation, and Owu family has never gone to court to set aside this ruling I'm talking about. No, Gbese call it going to court to set aside this ruling. So this ruling stands. And if it is law, I'm sure by now it will be referred in the law books. Okay,
the law report.
Sure. Now, as it is, when that case was actually lingering on, what happened was that former President Rawlings came in, okay, with some of the old students, stood against that. There's 172 was too much to be given to Osu, and that is going to deforest the what do you call it, the enclave, the school. No, not even the enclave per se, but the school. And therefore, either the acres which is being demanded reduced, okay, or whatever. The board of directors of the school, just as Niteko has said, yes, we share a boundary with them around somewhere where I think the school also falls within or whatever. So that also I understand. So this is it. But the bad side is that I said nobody has contested against this ruling.
Okay. Mamemra ni oti ankra so na minti on so ni eti the point again Ebeye said that side, you know, the town surrounding that enclave. My question is that Ohinibe ni diso within that enclave.
Okay. Before I start, I'll just give you the genealogy of how the Gan state looks like.
Okay.
Now, we have 6 states.
6 states.
Six
within the Gan.
That makes up the Gan.
Okay.
the Adangbe, I'm not adding the Dangbe, I'm adding the typical guns.
Okay.
We have 6 states. That's the Gamashi, the Osu, the La, Teshi, Nungwa, and Tema. So these are the 6 that came.
Okay.
Now, when they were coming, they all had a split. But the people who came first was the Nungwa,
Okay.
followed by Gamashi. Then La came. After La came, Teshi moved. La and Teshi are brothers. So Teshi, the brother of La, moved to Teshi. So that's it, and Tema came. So everybody within the Ghana state knows that Nungwa came first. And they ceded the land. So as my senior was saying, after the lands were ceded, you cannot come back to lay claim of it. Now, the Osu land was ceded to us by the Nungwas. At that time, they were using that place. So when we came, we settled. No, when they are moving, it depends on when everybody, we all can't come at a go. Definitely. People move different directions and all settle. So when they settled and the Osu came, then Nungwa moved further and also settled. We have never disputed that fact. Never have we disputed that fact that we own all of us, Accra. We all know where our boundaries end. Now, when you move from the golf house, you know the golf house, ending to Food and Drugs Authority. Yeah, that's where ours end. Then Labadi starts. Last starts. Now it goes round from the north, from the George Walker Bush. That's the north road. That is our side. Fiesta. It turns at Fiesta Royal.
Okay.
When it turns at Fiesta Royal, it ends at Christian Villa Abofu. That's where Gbese Kole continues. So we all know where our boundary starts and ends amicably. There are once or twice that we get issues with the boundaries, the peripheries, that somebody moves into yours. But as to the boso, as my brother said, my senior brother said, you can't move into and say that side is. It is not true. The land acquisition in Accra, when you land acquisition, first goes to the state. So the state will own the land. So let's say Mashi State, Osu own the land. Then from the state, it will be given to the clan. That is the Gbese Kole clan.
Okay.
Understand? Then from our Alata clan, for Osu, we have Alata King Kanwe. Then so from there, Ashinte. Then from the clan, it moves to the families under the clan. So that's how the land moves. So your family cannot move out of the clan and say that whole stretch belongs to him without buying. That's how I said there were 3 types of land acquisition when we came in. Either you conquer, either you settle first, or you bought it. So there are some lands here that the Akwamus came in, that they bought that whole stretch of land. It is theirs.
So the Osu Ulomono and the traditional ruler.
The Osu Ulomo initially in the 14th, 16th century was the overall ruler until we inherited the chieftaincy style from the Akwamus that we traded with. Then we also added the chieftaincy to ours. Just like all other Ghana states. We all came with the Ulomo. Okay. It's when we settled and we saw how the Akwamus and the Ashantis and also were doing their kinship. Then we also added it to ours. That's how some of the titles of our the positions of our kings have tree lineage, like the Osiahini and all those stuff. Okay. You get it. So that's how it is. But initially we came with our Ulomo and we copied it from the Akwamus and Ashantis. But
Niteko has said, more person will prove a point. You would have to showcase your documents.
Now, in the seeding, yes, the after after we settled on the lands, and the colonial masters came in, it happened that then we needed to know all of us our boundaries. So with the help of the Europeans, we were able to get all our boundaries. And Niteko is aware that basically we've never sat anywhere to say that Gbese does not have a portion. We say we share boundaries with them at Christian Abofun. Yeah, we've never disputed it, and we share boundaries.
So you also agree, sir, Gbese has some parcel of land within the same forest.
If they have a parcel of land, it should be around the Abofun area. That one we don't dispute it. If La is claiming a parcel of the land, it should be around the University of Ghana area. You understand? Everybody knows its boundaries. It should be on that area. It shouldn't go into one set. For me to let's say Osu will be laying claim to a land within the University of Ghana. Within. Okay. No, it's never possible. We can fight over the boundaries. Maybe every Food and Drugs Board area down to the golf house area.
The back of it. You see that large chunk of land left at the back of the university. Okay. There we have a boundary.
We have a boundary there. You understand? So that's exactly. So how come in 2011, 2014 that the lands were released? Now the 172 acres. We never heard of the Owu family. and it was released to the Osu. Implementation was when it became a problem. Then Ni Akonote, the then regent of Osu, had to move in to fight for it. All this while we be moving. And one question that keeps coming from most of the radio station or the media is that all this while was when Owu family was. Now, if a letter or a petition is sent to the minister, how am I supposed to know?
Yeah,
I can't know it until the minister makes it public, or whoever government official makes it public. This is the situation. Everybody has a this thing should come in. But if a petition has been sent by 2-3 people to the minister, and the minister has sat down and discussed and released it to the people, I cannot know until the minister releases it. So when the minister released the info to us, that was when we also know.
So now when you know I ready some of from portions of the
even
land.
The point is, like my son is saying, the point is that, honestly speaking, if the land, if letters exchange hands, okay, we are saying that this ruling was published. This ruling we're talking about, that is the 2011-2014 ruling, was published, was made public, okay, in the newspapers, graphic, that matter. And nobody came to lay claim or appeal against it. Nobody did otherwise against it. So if somebody said speak to a document or with a document, we are speaking with a document. We are saying that the fact that we are not holding paper, we are making reference to it. And these are court rulings.
Closer to a microphone.
These are court rulings. Okay, so I'm surprised when anybody who says that speak to a document. Yes, we are making reference to documents which are public documents. Okay, that can be found at every public lands, whatever places. And the court ruling, when you go to the court, okay, you can find more. But I'm saying that we published that as well. Recently, just not too long ago, about 2-3 years ago, Mankalo did publish that particular ruling to embarrass the government, because the government is feeling adamant for the release, okay, of the land. Okay, if where was the Owus when Nikin Kandowona, the late Manche, went and was having these demarcations, what do you call it, layouts, okay, in the forest, okay, then it came up that, oh fine, it has not been finally released, like Neo Tinkran said, it has not been what do you call it, implemented. Your ruling has not been implemented, so you cannot come in just like that to begin to do or start your layout. So until that has been implemented, yes. And I'm saying that nobody has come, okay, to appeal against that ruling.
Okay,
because they don't belong to
what will be the way forward for the Osus too? Lion Fancy. The way forward for the Osus too.
Okay.
On this.
So what we are doing now is that we are, as I've been saying, we are not for the deforestation of the Achimota Forest. We are not for the declassifying of anything. But if the government says it's declassifying it, it should be given to the rightful owners.
Okay.
Exactly. That's what we are saying. We are, and the rightful owners is the Osus too. So we will be having series of meetings with the minister. We'll be having series of meetings with the stakeholders. We are even ready to sit with the Owu family and whoever says is a stakeholder. So we all bring our documents and we just find out who and where, how you acquired your property that became yours.
But you see, to add to it, the sad thing is that the Lands Commission should know this. Because you see, when it comes to Osu, okay, Osu doesn't have much of family lands. Most of the Osu lands, from Osu proper out to Hajo, okay, to the Achimota Forest, has all been vested under the stool. Okay, and Lands Commission hold in trust
of the stool, on behalf of the stool.
On behalf of the stool. So Lands Commission knows this, and I believe that before such a large chunk of land will be released to a certain family, not a town, basically it's not laying claim. Okay, now that they have come out because something has happened, and these people are with them there. Okay, but if for nothing, I'm saying that they are aware, and this shouldn't happen. Lands Commission shouldn't sit for this to happen. Okay, because they know.
Ninote, thank you very much. Ninote, Edumwa, Anna Afemene, Ni Oti Ankra, Anna Edin Komoni. Thank you very much. But we'll be coming to you again.